Welcome into another edition of the Friday Night Blitz. We're only 1 month into the high school football season, but already we're starting to get a clearer picture of who will be the top teams to beat among the districts. We'll take you to 10 different matchups in and around the Alamo City, all of them conference showdowns. But first, let's head to Lendhoff Stadium for our Game of the Week. Our Game of the Week features the 8th-ranked team in the Friday Night Blitz power rankings. The Clements Buffaloes taking on district rival Steel Knights. Knights have dominated the series, winning the last 8 straight, but they're trying to avoid an 0-2 start. Steel quarterback Wyatt Beagle gets going right away, airs it out, a gorgeous pass right in the hands of wideout Daniel Jackson. 42-yard touchdown for the Knights. They take a 7-0 lead. Buffaloes answer back, though. Quarterback Max DiDomencio finds Zach Morales, middle of the field, 23-yard touchdown for Clemens, tying the game up at 7-all. Knights keep charging. This time, Beagle, quarterback keeper, showing off his speed, stumbles into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown. Steel takes back the lead and keeps adding to it. Beagle on fire, punches it in from 2 yards out, make it 21-7 Steel, and that score would hold. Steel improves to 3-2 with a win over Clemens. Let's send it over to Marcus Floyd, who's standing by with one of the stars of the game.
Joined by winning Steel quarterback Wyatt Beagle. Wyatt, how important was it for you guys to come out and jump on them kind of early?
Very important. Coach was saying all week in practice that the better team is not based on talent. You know, they're very well coached, a lot of good players, so we had to jump on them early, come out with a lot of enthusiasm. Leaders had to lead, and so that's what happened.
How about you guys being 2-2 and kind of having that loss last week? Were you guys a little bit more focused this week coming out?
Yes, sir. We were very focused, and I heard Coach Nick Saban. I went to one of his camps. He said the best golfers, the ones that make the most money, have the best bounce back. So we just had to bounce back from that. We fixed some things, and we're on a roll now.
Offensively, you guys came out focused also and ready to play, though, didn't you?
Yes, sir, we did. And, huge credit to our defense for getting those stops and giving us more time with the ball. So,
how about you? You kind of took the ball over there yourself. You were responsible for 3 touchdowns yourself, 1 passing and 2 running. I mean, did you feel the need that you needed to step up a little bit more tonight?
I always told myself I need to be a more vocal leader, so that's what I did. But all that, Daniel, he's a G, so he went out there and did his thing. He was open. So, and then blocking down the field, receivers and line, man. So I had a bunch of help. That was not me. That was all them.
Well, I mean, you have to take a little bit of credit for you, don't you? I know.
The hole was there.
How important is it to keep this momentum going, though, for you guys?
It's important, for sure. We need to keep it going, just get a snowball effect going.
21-7 win, still gets the big district victory against the around-the-corner rival. Congratulations on that win tonight, Wyatt.
Yes, sir.
We'll see what's coming up for you guys next, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, congratulations. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
That's it from out here at Steel. You guys take care back in the studio.
Marcus, thank you. We'll check back in with him later in the show. Let's continue our Friday Night Blitz action with another big 6A showdown. Reagan Rattlers taking on the Churchill Chargers at the Blossom. Always a good game when these two get together. However, it's the Rattlers who have been on top in this series, beating the Chargers the last 11 straight times. Rattlers bite first. Friday night running back Austin Miller speeds around the corner, tumbles into the end zone for the first score of the game. Reagan takes a quick 7-0 lead in the first. Churchill then responds in the second. Running back Cody Lyle plows through the defense and he is gone. 56 yards all the way to the house. Churchill ties it up 7-7. Reagan, though, answers back that same quarter. Junior quarterback Travis Staley hits Staten Akram on the side, and he gets it done. Make that 14-7 Reagan before the half. The Rattlers go on to win this one 35-14 over the Chargers. Let's look in on our #1 team, not only in our Friday Night Blitz power rankings, but by most polls. Judson taking on short ride up I-35 to take on San Marcos. Rockets quarterback Mike Chandler II finds a hole in the Rattlers defense, takes advantage of it. 20-yard touchdown put Judson on the board. Rattler offense trying to make something happen, but Rockets defense was too good. San Marcos left scoreless through the first half. Back to the Rockets. Chandler hands it off to Rashad Wisdom. He tiptoes down the sideline for another 20-yard score. Rockets up 20-0. They don't stop there. This time Judson on its own 1-yard line, but Chandler says, give me a challenge. Chandler with a dime to Wisdom. 95 yards. He'd eventually get taken down at the 4, but that's okay. Rockets go on to win this one 47-7 over the Rattlers for a perfect 4-0. Let's take a look at a couple other big games from Friday night. Canyon Cougars Smithson Valley Rangers. Rangers win 52-33. Southwest Dragons shut out the Southwest Legacy Titans 42-0. Check out this game. Medina Valley Panthers edge the Bernie champion Chargers 35-34. And then lastly, Bernie Greyhounds hold on for a 42-35 win over the Fredericksburg Billies. Back to the action. District 13 5A matchup between the Wagner Thunderbirds and the Edison Golden Bears. Wagner coming in as number 3 on our Friday Night Blitz power rankings. They show you why here. Take off flying right away. Senior quarterback Tobias Weaver hands it off to running back LJ Butler. Butler bulldozes through that defense, cuts towards the sideline. He's gone. Thunderbirds up 7-0. Butler, though, was just getting started. Later in the first, Butler with back-to-back touchdowns. Well, wait a minute, he wasn't done. How about another one from roughly 30 yards out? Butler with the ball. It looks like he's stuck in the pile, but not so fast. His 3rd straight touchdown in the first half. Wagner would run away with a 69-0 win. In 3 district games this season, Wagner has outscored its opponents by a total score of 170-0. Over at Ferris Stadium, undefeated Brandeis Broncos and the Brennan Bears. Brandeis ranked 5th in our poll, looking to go to 5-0. Broncos go to punt, turn it into a thing of beauty. How about it? Lands around the 7, takes a Brandeis bounce for Alex Trevino, grabs it. Deep in their own territory, Bears come up with some big plays of their own. Jordan Flores up the middle to Cody Quesnot. Cody's got some room, big kid, harder to bring him down. Brennan does run into a little trouble, though. They fumble the ball and the Broncos recover. It's going to be the Bears, though, that hold on for this one, 27-20 over Brandeis. Meanwhile, at the Gus, the Holmes Huskies looking for their first win of the season, taking on the J Mustangs. Mustangs take off racing right out of the gates. Hand off to running back Danny Esmaquita. Dodges traffic, breaks towards the sideline, takes it all the way to the house. 31-yard score. Mustangs keep it going. Baylor commit Jacob Zeno hits Jordan Coyote. He turns, breaks the tackles, dives in the end zone for a 29-yard score. So Jay is up 12-0, but Mustangs don't stop there. This time running back Jalen Hastings breaks loose, runs all the way to the other end of the field, 33-yard score, make that 19-0. Holmes would put up a fight in the end. However, it's Jay that holds on for the 39-28 win over Holmes. Well, we are just getting started here on the Friday Night Blitz. After the break, of course, we'll continue all of our high school football coverage from Friday night. So many more games to get to. We're really not even halfway there. Plus, how about this? Our Marcus Floyd visits Harlan High School as the Hawks are just getting into their very first football season as a varsity program. That story and so much more when we come back. Don't go away.
Friday Night Blitz is proudly brought to you by John Wayne Service Company. One call does it all for all your AC, heating, plumbing, or electrical needs. And by your local IHOP restaurants. IHOP is open before and after every game, 24/7.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. Let's continue our high school football roundup, this time with a District 27 6A showdown between the Johnson Jaguars and the Lee Volunteers. Lee still looking for that first win of the season, while Johnson coming off a tough loss to Reagan last week. Jaguars pounce in the first quarter. Handoff to running back Justin Rodriguez, a little spin move in the end zone, an 8-yard score. Down at the 35, Panthers again, this time quarterback Ty Reasoner takes it in himself. Look at him go. Nobody is able to stop him. The Jags now with a 2-touchdown lead. Then Reasoner with a short pass, this time the receiver Jaron Randolph. Randolph takes off running towards the end zone and leaps forward at the end. Check it out. Out races, out hustles everybody, leaps in. Unfortunately, he would just be 2 yards short. That's okay, they'd punch it in after that. Johnson goes on to win it 56-16 over Lee. Switching over to District 13, Lanier Vokes, the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Vokes looking for their first district win, while the Hurricanes eyeing their first win of the season. Down on the 20, a quick handoff to Hurricanes running back Darian Anderson. He takes it out wide, 21-yard score. Sam Houston takes the lead. Now with about 6 minutes left in the first, quarterback Jonathan Franklin Ross pitches it to running back Frazion Reese. He takes it far left into the corner of the end zone, a 12-yard score. Hurricanes now up 13-0. Second quarter, handoff to Brandon Adams. Breaks through the middle, and he is gone. 50, 40, 30, all the way to the house. A huge 97-yard touchdown run by Adams. Hurricanes win 35-6 over Lanier. Well, there's a first time for everything. And for the Harlan Hawks, this year, it's football. When Harlan High opened up just last year, it became the 11th high school to join the Northside Independent School District. Now it's competing for the first time ever at the varsity football level. Marcus Floyd caught up with head coach Eddie Salas for more on the inaugural season.
I'm joined by Coach Eddie Salas of the Harlan Hawks out here. Coach, what is it like starting this new program?
It's amazing, you know, to be able to walk in a place and it's a blank canvas, start from fresh, from everything from logos to, you know, the kids coming in, you know, they're setting the procedures, the rules, the traditions. I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Are you surprised at just how responsive these kids are to you?
Absolutely. You know, coming in, they all, you know, the older kids came from different campuses here at Northside. And then we had, of course, our ninth graders at that time who came in from our feeder program. But, you know, for them to come in and buy into what the vision was, it's amazing to see. I think, you know, it's definitely a tough journey to bring that many people with different philosophies and then put them into one. But I think we've succeeded in that.
I mean, what does it take? I mean, did the people look at you and go, are you crazy to go out there and start that? I mean, what does it take to come out here and do something like this?
Absolutely. I tell you, I've talked to many head coaches that have started programs, and the first thing they say is, I'll never do it again, just because the workload. There is a big workload to it and trying to put everything together, but it's been a fun journey. And I've enjoyed it, and I'm glad that we're reaping the kind of the fruits of our labor.
20 years from now, what do you want the program in this community to remember about Coach Salas out here at Harlan?
Absolutely. You know, coming in here, it is about our purpose, and we tell our kids every day that we have a purpose and we have a goal. And our goal is definitely to win, but our purpose is to build great young men. And with that said, even today during, you know, one of the most important games for us in district, instead of being selfish, we had our kids do a pep rally for our ALE kids who are physically challenged. And so it was amazing. The smiles on our football players and also on the ALE kids was amazing. So it's things like that we want. We want to be known for our purpose rather than our goal.
Well, Coach Salas, you're doing a great job so far, and we hope you continue this success and we continue the program out here. Good luck in your games coming up. Coach Eddie Salas of the Harlan Hawks, we hope to come out here often and join you many more times.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Marcus Floyd for the Blitz.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. We showed you the highlights from Steele's big win earlier in the show, but now it's time to send it back out to Marcus Floyd, who's standing by with Steele head coach David Sines.
Joined now by Steele head coach Sines. Big win for you guys tonight, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You know, anytime you can get a win in our district, it's you know, you can't take those for granted. So I'm extremely proud of our staff and our kids.
Was it important for you guys to come out and kind of jump on them early?
You know, that's the game plan every week, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it was good for us to come out and score and, you know, jump on 21-7, and, you know, we held on the rest of the way.
They made a few mistakes. That kind of factored pretty heavily in this game, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, there's mistakes on both sides of the ball, and, you know, anytime you're playing a quality opponent, it seems whoever turns the ball over the most or makes the most mistakes usually he doesn't have the most success.
How proud are you of your kids after the way, you know, they started, you know, 2-2 and now they kind of bounced back and both necks and stood up, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm extremely proud of them. You know, after, you know, the loss we had last week against Judson, we're 2-2, and you know, they could have went either way. They could have, you know, went down on themselves, or they fought back, and that's what they did tonight. So I'm extremely proud of them and our staff.
This district, though, it doesn't get any easier for you now, does it?
No, it doesn't. I'm looking forward to the off week next week, and then we get San Marcos that following week, which will be another tough contest.
How about your offense? You guys, they stepped up pretty well tonight, also, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a good job running the football, establishing our power run game, and you know, that's what our bread and butter since I got here 12 years ago, and you know, we're trying not to get away from that.
Steele continues the streak. They get the win over Clemens tonight in a big district ball game. Coach Sines, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Marcus, thank you. Another great game of the week. We'll announce next week's game of the week later in the show. But first, back to the gridiron. Another good matchup. San Antonio Memorial Minutemen and the Lockhart Lions. District 14 5A showdown. Minutemen have suffered 3 straight losses after their opening win. Here we go. Memorial quarterback Cesar Flores comes out firing, throws a rocket, but the ball is ripped out by Lions' Alex Thompson. And it's all Lockhart from that point on. Running back Daquan Ellison shakes some defenders, sprints in the end zone for the 24-yard touchdown. First score of the game. Just 2 minutes left in the first. Lions lead 7-0. Ellison keeps on going. This time a 23-yard score for 14-0 advantage. Lions go on to win this one 45-0 over San Antonio Memorial. Also in that same district, Alamo Heights Mules taking on the Uvalde Coyotes. Both teams 1-0 in district play. Opening drive, Alamo Heights gets out of the gate early. Running back Josh Zanga takes off towards the sideline, sprints into the corner of the end zone untouched. 14-yard score put the Mules on the board first, 6-0. Second drive, Alamo Heights quarterback Reed Anderson places it perfectly right into the hands of Nick Proctor. So now Coyotes trying to make a move, but the Mules linebacker Maki Caribbean says not so fast. Picks off the throw, takes off running before being brought down in the red zone. Alamo Heights would go on to win this one 48-21, that final. Well, while most Friday night action takes place on the field, it's what happens around that field that helps make the magic at high school football games, including the school marching band. This week, the O'Connor Marching Band is our Spirit School of the Week, brought to you by John Wayne Service Company. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next on the Friday Night Blitz, we have one more game to get to before we close out the show with our top plays of the week and announce next week's Game of the Week. Stay with us. Friday Night Blitz continues right after this.
Friday Night Blitz coverage of high school football is proudly brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. When accidents happen, Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7 nights and weekends when you and your family need help. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. We have one last game to get to before we close out with our top plays of the week, Marion Bulldogs and the Randolph Rohawks. Both teams just starting District 13 3A play for the very first time tonight. Marion took a 7-0 lead after the first. Randolph trying to respond here. Fourth down, deep in Bulldogs territory, but quarterback Austin Bobick goes down. Tucker Walters brings him down to end the possession. Now Marion with the ball, quarterback Taylor Mills. Quick pass to Jackson Allen. Allen, plenty of room to run, turns on the wheels, 37-yard score. So now Marion takes a 13-0 lead, and just before the half, Randolph gets on the board. Bobick throws a bullet to Ja'Cory Jackson for 8 yards, cutting the lead in half. Bulldogs go on to win this one 26-7 over the Rohawks. Well, that rounds up our Friday night football coverage. A couple other big games took place on Thursday night. East Central Hornets beat the New Braunfels Unicorns 23-12. Number 2 ranked team in our Friday Night Blitz power rankings, O'Connor Panthers, raced past the Taft Raiders 42-0. Panthers now 5-0 on the season. Veterans Memorial beat Brackenridge 28-2. Harlan Hawks beat up on the McCollum Cowboys 41-7. Well, we've seen plenty of big highlights this weekend that are worth watching again. Here are our top plays of the week, brought to you by John Wayne Service Company. top plays of the week getting better and better every week of high school football. Well, last night was a great game between Steele and Clemens for our game of the week. Next week's game of the week, I think it's going to be a good one as well. Number 3 in our Friday Night Blitz Power Rankings, Wagner Thunderbirds taking on the Brackenridge Eagles next Friday for Week 6. It's going to be a good one. We'll have pregame and postgame coverage from yours truly, Marcus Floyd. Well, before we close out the show, we just want to remind you that you can catch the Friday Night Blitz every Saturday, 4:30 and 11 p.m. right here on KCWX. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed another edition of the Friday Night Blitz. We'll see you right back here next Saturday, same time. I'm Jill Jelnick. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.